Hello there. I come with my usual intro to say hi. Hello, Sleepy Hazard. Hi, how are you? Hi. Decided to do something a little bit different. Just let my hair down, wear my glasses for tonight's stream. But it's another Fan Art Friday. I am really excited to continue because we are going to be doing Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate. That game has its hooks on me. I'm not kidding with you. I so far love the game. It's honestly like it's an amazing game overall. I would highly recommend for those who love fantasy sort of games and who love like a D&D type of game. I was introduced to D&D very recently. So I wanted to like capitalize on it, and the game, it's just so good. It reminds me of one of my favorite series, which is Dragon Age, but I will say that more while we're drawing for tonight. So let's jump in. Whoops, I almost did it again. Okay, there we go. I'll have to try it. It's such a really good game, not gonna lie. It's like an incredibly good game. So if you love like if you love like fantasy sort of games, again, I would highly recommend it. All right, let me just play some music. And there we go. All right. I've seen some hilarious combat clips of it. It is very chaotic when it comes to the combat because you can just do basically anything. It's very unhinged. Like the combat, it's unhinged for a reason. And people love it because D&D is normally unhinged like that. There was a clip that I saw that there was somebody that had a fireball and they just launched it at the enemy and it caused the entire party to get downed, and they were just like this the entire time, and I thought it was funny. And the same thing happened to me, but it was an accident. It was a complete accident. So I thought, and I was just like, this isn't gonna happen to me. But when I did it on accident, it was a new spell that I got. So I was just like, huh, what did you know? But it does remind me again of one of my favorite games, which is Dragon Age. If you guys look it up, it is similar, but not identical. Dude built a skyscraper of barrels, climbed it to unalive enemies on top of the castle wall. Yeah, I saw that clip. I know the one you're talking about. It's, I think it was with barrels, and somebody had also did it with boxes. It is a very unhinged type of game. I have tried to stream it twice now. My PC is unforgiving when it comes to that. Oddly enough, I can play it like alone, but I can't stream it or record it. I can just play it by myself. My computer's just like, no. So without further ado, let us get started. So here's the pose we're going to be using for Shadowheart. And for those who don't know, this is her character. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so that you guys can see her better. All right. So there she is. Here is Shadowheart. If I remember correctly, she's a half elf or a complete elf because they look very similar. I myself am a full elf. Half elves and normal elves are completely different because of the fact that like in for those who haven't played D&D, half elves are basically just like elves with humans. So I love the armor design. I do too. It's such a really nice armor design. I'm not going to draw her in her armor. I'm going to draw her instead in her camp clothing, which is this. It's like her rest clothes. So I'm going to draw her in this format. not with the armor. Maybe some other time I will draw her with the armor, but we're just gonna do like the camp clothes, because I really love her camp clothes. So half elves have shorter lifespans. I know elves, I can't read. Elves are known for longer lifespans. Yes, they do have, and anybody can correct me in chat because I'm still brand new to D&D. Half elves technically, like, they have shorter lifespans. Excuse me, shorter lifespans to elves, but longer lifespans to humans, considering they're half and half. But they still, like, considering they're still a mix, they're still, I believe from the videos I saw, are still accepted in the community or are banished. It depends. For one of my favorite games, Dragon Age, for example, there are no half elves. It's just that you're an elf you're a Dalish or you're a city elf, which means it's like you're a normal elf, like a high elf, or a wood elf, basically. I have played Dragon Age on my Twitch channel before, which, not gonna lie, the funniest thing actually happened to me. I thought I was going live on YouTube, but I realized, oh my god, I accidentally went live on Twitch. I didn't mean to. By the way, I am going live on Twitch tomorrow because I plan on doing some art and also playing a game with you guys. I don't know what game it will be. I think it might be... I'd have to think. I think it's most likely going to be The Sims. I don't know as of yet. I'm still going to think about it because I do want to continue my Batman series, but I need water. Hold on. But I'm trying to figure out a day when to do the next part. I think I'm going to do like the next part of my Batman series, like a complete episode, no filler or anything, on Sunday. That's better. Because my throat was starting to hurt. But anyway. Also, since October is coming up soon, there's also a surprise for everybody. I think some of you guys have seen it on my Twitter. But there's going to be a special surprise just for Spooky Month. If you guys already know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then stay tuned for that. But let's start drawing. And let me know how the audio is, how my voice is compared to it. If it's too low. I think the music is too low. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I made the music louder so that you guys can hear it instead of just hearing just complete silence. So let's go. Let me lower this down just a little bit. No, I need to bring it up. Okay. All right, let's go. So I was still thinking of when to post part 1, because I really do want to post part 1 for the Melina series, because that one is completely done. I managed to finish the entire thing in under 3 hours, which was impressive by my standpoint, considering the fact that I normally take forever when it comes to drawings. And some people say, oh no, you're fine, you normally do them pretty fast. But I'm just like, no. I'm very slow when it comes to drawing. And yes, I will draw the rest of the cast from Baldur's Gate. I just have to figure out when. Because after the Shadowheart series, I am going to also... Excuse me. There's something outside. But I'm also going to draw Kitana for Mortal Kombat 1, her MK1 design, because it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. So I'm gonna do that. And now that my server is open, anyone that can join can submit for any characters, and I will look at the character, see if there's any references, and then we can draw them from there. You guys can give submissions. You guys can give submissions in chat, but can also give suggestions. It's better to give suggestions in the server now that it is finally open. The link is in my community page. It's in my link tree. It's everywhere basically. And I said this before, but if there are any sort of errors or bugs, just let me know. Just let me know ahead of time, and I'll get them fixed. So I think it's the best option for you guys to write down ideas, because they can get a bit lost in chat. I also am going to be a bit more active with my little community, and I'm gonna have like polls as well once my community gets a bit larger, for you guys, besides this, to have like themed art challenges, because I'm thinking maybe to have a little art challenge and a little raffle as well. The raffle, I already did a chibi raffle, which I already finished it. Now for my next raffle, I'm thinking of doing, what is it? I'm thinking of doing like an emote raffle possibly, like, because I have some emotes that I want to work on with you guys tomorrow. And I also wanted to have a little raffle in case anybody wanted a free emote. But that's still up in the air. I have to think when. No, the ankle would go down here. I put it way too high. So it's like right here, right there, and right here. There we go. Okay. So now we're just gonna start again. As my process goes, we're just gonna start with the little bare bones sketch. This is what I normally do, and for any beginner artist, you doing this, like tracing over the sketch, just making it blocky, or like sketching over a pose is completely fine, as long as you're not tracing over somebody's artwork. Because of the fact that I have seen a lot of beginner artists trace over artworks and claim that it is theirs. I've had my own art stolen beforehand. It is not a fun experience, because you have to prove that it is technically yours. That's why a lot of people post speed paints of their artwork. And then art thieves just come and be like, no, it was mine, I made it. It's very common in the community for art thieves to just come up and steal one's artwork, which is incredibly annoying, but there's nothing we can really do about it unless you have a watermark. And even so, like, the watermark can be removed unless you smear it all over, which I have seen people do that. There's people that I've known that they put the watermark, say, all over, like it can be, let me use blue. So the watermark, they just put it all over the artwork like this, so that nobody can technically steal it, and they already know who owns it. All right, there we go. I'm still really happy I managed to finish an art series with you guys. I'm so happy. I'm planning more series to do with you guys in the future. Again, I'm gonna do my Walking Dead series. I'm gonna do it over again. I haven't seen anything else for the Walking Dead season 1. So what I am planning to do is I'm going to most likely continue with my Walking Dead series. It could be here, it could be on Twitch, on Kick, it doesn't really matter, but I do want to do it again because of the fact that, again, as I said before, I didn't like the fact that it had so much scuff, so I would gladly do it again for you guys. Alright, so here is the base that we're working off of. So now we're just going to add her facial features, or where they're going to be placed at. Here, 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 and here. Alright, so this is the bare sketch. We're just going to keep the sketch right here just in case we need it. And now we're just going to start with the actual sketch. With her character, with Shadowheart's character, from what I've seen, my eye just a bit of spoilers. She is very, very sassy. Like, she's very sassy. A lot of people actually don't think that she is sassy, but playing the actual game, like, she is sassy. Like, she's very sassy. Like, I was surprised myself because of the fact that I didn't think she was sassy. I thought she would be very serious, but no, she is very, very sassy. And I saw that some people, like, I can't say any more spoilers because of the fact that if I do, I feel like if I was to say spoilers, it's just gonna ruin one's experience because they're gonna be like, oh, but I wanted to play the game myself. But I'll just give light spoilers. I think what we're gonna do with her expression, I'm doing this on the wrong layer, is that we're just gonna give her like a very bored expression, like she doesn't want to be here, that sort of thing. Like, she's very bored. Considering, again, she's very, very sassy. So people say that, oh no, she's just fine, but literally, no, she's incredibly sassy. She's basically just, how do I say it? So people say that she is very chaotic, but she is one of, if not one of the most broken characters in the game. Since she is a half-elf, her eyes would technically need to be as large as how mine are, because of the fact that typically elves have very large sort of eyes, very doll or doe-like. So I want to give her semi-large eyes. Not too small, but also not too big. Because in my style, how I draw myself and any other elves, their eyes are basically just very similar to mine, just very large. Or they get a very doe-like. I said that to a friend once when I was drawing just calmly. I said I really like drawing doe eyes because they're so pretty. And he was so confused. He's just like, doe eyes? And I'm just like, they're deer eyes, like doe eyes. And he's just like, oh, I thought you meant eyes that they're just like bread because you know doe. And I'm just like, no, it's like deer eyes, you know, doe-eyed, that sort of thing. Why would I make their eyes into bread? That sounds actually very creepy. I don't want to end up making somebody's eyes into bread. Once the sketch is done, we're going to be able to make it larger so that she isn't so small and tiny. I guess with her, I gotta lower that eye. Let me lower this eyeball. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, with this sort of, I forgot my train of thought. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm guessing with her expression, she's going to be looking towards... I guess I'm just going to make her look towards the left instead of the right. Just again so that she can have that bored expression. And I don't know when, but I've been thinking about it, when to continue my Undertale series. I did part 1. I didn't continue it for a while because I've been so busy. But I've just been tempted to continue playing Undertale because it's fun. Even though, like, I have... I basically was stuck on half of it, but it's actually a pretty fun game. It's something I've been like having in the back of my mind. I'm just like, I should continue Undertale. I wanted to make her look bored, but she actually looks very judgmental. She looks judgmental, like just looking at her face. I didn't mean to do that. She just looks like, how dare you look at me? Like, she looks so judgmental. I didn't even intend to make it like that. Like, it just came out like that. I guess we might as well go with it, considering the fact that, again, I won't give spoilers for her character, but you guys can see why once you play the game. Like, the game it's pricey and it has like a few bugs, but it's still very, very worth it. Again, if you're into like a fantasy sort of setting or just want to give it a try. I have a bit of funny stories for my campaign, but I can't really share them considering the fact that it would contain a lot of spoilers. So, sorry, got busy at work. I'm back. It's okay. Well, I was just here trying to make her expression, but it's alright. Alright. So I fixed her expression, but I feel like we gotta fine-tune the eyebrows. Left, right, left, right. Let's go with left. Let's put it like right here. Yeah, let's put it right there, and then we're gonna go back to the other eyebrow. I didn't mean to do that. The other eyebrow and make it higher. Because I didn't mean to make her judgy, but I did. I'm just like, you know what? That's who her character is, we might as well just put it. Because again, she's very sassy. Make her eyebrow like right here. Here we go. Alright. Now let's put it like that. Now for her face. For her mouth, I mean. I don't want to make her too judgy, as if she doesn't want to, like, she doesn't like anybody in the room, but just trying to give her that look. That look when you just raise your eyebrow. That sort of look. No. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to just lower this down. And I feel like we're gonna change, like, I gotta change her jawline. Right here, to make it a little softer. Because I don't want to give her a very sharp sort of jawline. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix the jawline. And the chin right here. That's much better, okay. Yep, that's much better. So let's go back. And I think now what we should do is add the braid, or like her fringe. Because I have a fringe too, but I decided not to go with it. I decided, you know what, why not? I'm gonna have my hair down. And possibly, and maybe when I continue drawing her, I'll add the fringe. Who knows? What's a fringe? A fringe, it's like... A fringe is basically like these. Let me zoom out. It's like bangs, it's this. Let me just circle it. Like this right here. It's like little curtain bangs. But it's been called a fringe by... Yeah, it's been called a fringe, it's been called bangs, it's been called curtain bangs. It's been called a lot of things. But I thought, you know what? No. I'm gonna have my hair down for the first one. And for the rest of them, I'm gonna pull out the fringe. I'm thinking of like who else to draw from Baldur's Gate, because like I want to draw more, but I don't know who at the moment. Like I do have the 3 series planned out, which the next one is this one, Shadowheart, again, and it is going to be Katana MK1. That's going to be the next one. And after that, I'm thinking of letting you guys decide the next character. Again, the rules are as long as it is appropriate. Because I know I get a lot of meme suggestions. I got a couple of meme suggestions from my friends and I'm just like, I can't draw that. I feel like I'm gonna get banned if I would. So. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna lower down the opacity here on her face. And possibly lower this down considering it's like right here. Yeah, it's right there. And I've drawn stuff like this before. It's just like considering it's such a tight, small space. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but nothing too impossible. Alright. No, I don't like that at all. Let's fix that. I actually don't like how this looks at all. Let's fix it. Yeah, I don't like how it looks at all. Let me look back at my references. Yeah, because it doesn't look right to me. I know it's supposed to be flat, but let's make it fluffy. Let's make it fluffy instead. There we go. So we're just going to make it a little bit more fluffy so that it actually goes nice with her head shape and it doesn't look very wonky. All right, now we're just going to go back and do the hair strands at the side. Which they're more like this. Her hair strands are more like this on one side and this on the other. So, just gonna move this down here. There we go. Now let's look back at the reference. There we go. Alright, so the other side is like this. Just gonna be floating a little bit. Kind of like in the air. Like this. Alright. There we go. That's much better. I like it. It's much better. It's very, very fluffy. Alright. So now I'm just gonna leave that be. And we're just gonna make it a little bit larger. Yeah, we're just gonna make it a little bit larger like that. It does look kind of pixelated, but that's okay. It's still a sketch. Alright, so now back onto the face. Alright, there we go. So let's put this here. Alright, merge this down. And we can finally move on to the rest of her. I think this actually works considering her shoulder is raised. Yeah, her shoulder is raised, so it works a bit in her favor. Alright. So now let's start tracing out or sketching out her body. If I was able to play this game, like stream or record it, I would gladly do so. I said this before, but I would happily play this game on stream for you guys. It's just so much fun. But for some reason, my PC just can't. It's just like, no. You're not going to do that today. Think again, elf. So. Alright, now we're just going to work on her body. Alright, there we go. Just gonna move this here. And this right here. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna make another layer for the hands. Considering the hands look way too big, so I'm gonna lower them down on a different layer. She's not gonna be holding anything, it's just her, like just her hands almost clasped together. Because her idle pose in game is that she has one arm up And oh, but it just one arm up, and the other arm is it's by her side. All right, so Alright, and after I do this body sketch, I'm gonna have to take a little break because I've been sitting on my PC for a while. Just to stretch. Alright. So now let's fix these hands. Make them smaller. Remove that. And bring this here. Oh no. Hold on. I'm gonna have to erase this one. I feel like only one hand is gonna be drawn for this pose this time. Yeah, one hand is gonna be drawn for this pose this time. Which is this one, so... let's put these together. And trace around here. And with this pose, we're not going to have to the dynamic zoom in as we had with the Melina one. Because with the Melina one, you guys remember, I accidentally like zoomed in way too much into her booty, and I was just like, no, I didn't mean to do that. It's just an accident. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick stretch. So I'm gonna be right back. sorry it took a little longer than expected. I got a snack and something had come up, so let's continue. Alright, let's put the music back on. There we go. Okay, so for this part, I don't know where we're going to stop. I think we're going to stop most likely with, most likely with the background being made along with the line art. Because it shouldn't really take long, because I've been learning how to get much faster when it comes to my drawings. Alright, let's make this foot smaller. We're gonna give her a little bit smaller feet. Not like Barbie feet, but just a little bit smaller. There we go. Now let's put this together. Make a new layer. Her ankle here. One part of the foot there? No. Alright. So I'm gonna make this other foot a little smaller now. But considering the outfit I'm drawing her in, she does show her feet because she is in sandals. So let's put this here. And then this here. Alright, so the basic sketch is done. Well, almost done. Gotta fix the arm. So that instead it's just by her side. Like this. And then we gotta fix this right here. Alright, so we won't be needing this, so we're gonna go back here. Oops. And we're going to start working on the braid. So I'm thinking right here. The braid starts right here, so it's going to be like this. It's gonna look like a ponytail, but that's gonna be just the general shape of it. Like here. No. Oops. Lower this down, or undo. I think this would work nicely for the general shape of her braid. Her braid's very flowy, like very, very loose. So I think this shape would work out really nicely. Yeah, I think this works out nicely. Alright, so we're just gonna adjust a little right here. Go back here. And fix the tail. Alright, so I'm going to just add the tail end. To her braid, and it looks, honestly it looks perfect because there's not much we could work with considering her braid is very, it's very tight hope that's not taken out of context, but her braid is honestly, it's very tight in game, and it has like chains around it. That's honestly kind of scary, just having a braid with chains on it. I'm thinking no, to change, like to change a little bit of the sketch. So let's make another new layer right there. I get told this sometimes, but sometimes how I draw the body shape, they kind of look very dull like. Sometimes it's intentional and sometimes it's not. I was really confused when I showed my art to somebody and they said, it looks very dull like. I don't know why, but it just does. Sometimes it looks dull like, and other times it just looks... Did my music stop? I think it did. Hold on, let me just put another playlist. There we go. My music randomly stopped. There we go. Right, back onto the drum. And I was really lost when the person said this. Then what do you mean it looks very dull like? They're just like, it just looks that way. Like, it's nice, but it just looks very dull like. It's just like, oh, okay. And I ran with it. Gotta fix her bootay so that it looks like an actual bootay. Right, now let's go back and fix the neck. I brought the brownies up with me so that I wouldn't get hungry during stream. I ate dinner, but I still wanted a snack. Never really realized what was at the end of her braid. I think it was just a very large chain holding it together, yeah. Alright, now we're going to just put these together. Back here. And let's make Shadowheart larger so that we can refine the sketch more. Then add some color blocking. I'm thinking of adding like some props to her this time, kind of like some, like the weapons that she uses normally, like at the start of the game, and some spells, like maybe a spell book by her feet or something like that. Alright, now let's refine the sketch. So she has this very intricate sort of headpiece at the top, kind of at a strange angle for some of the art that I found, but she has a very intricate headpiece at the top. Where it's kind of curving, kind of loopy. Kind of like this. And then the same way at the end of it. No? Kind of the same way on the other side, but then there's like this large metal ring. There's a large metal ring right here. And right here as well. I'll be sure to find more fan art more fan art and references. I mostly use fan art to something similar to my style, so that it works better. For example, like something like this one. I think this one is AI generated, but something like that works. And like this too. Like those two work. Alright, now let's make the details for her braid. Since a braid, I think I messed up. Yeah, I messed up on it. How I normally do braids is I make them into almost like a heart shape. And then I keep going from there. Kind of like, almost like little heart cups, if that makes sense. Like folded in cup hearts. And that's how I've been doing braids for a pretty long while. I've been wanting to do braids a little better. But I would need to like test and experiment that in my own time. That's way too big, okay. There we go. This is how I've done braids like on my own. Like I have my own braided hairstyle where it's just similar to this. And then when you're done, you just add this here. Her braid isn't done, but that's the general shape that we're going for. Thinking, because like I've seen a lot of tutorials on people making braids. That's way too big. I don't like that at all. I've seen some tutorials of how people draw braids that it looks like a realistic braid. I've tried that. It doesn't work for me, so I normally go with the heart cup method. Someone asked me, why do you call it a heart cup? Well, it's kind of like a heart-shaped cup. I got so scared for a second. I thought my music had stopped again. I was like, what's going on with my music today? But anyhow. I don't know why, but hearing this sounds like something out of Minecraft. Which I've been meaning to play for actually a little while. I have very briefly, but I've never touched it again. I would love to play Minecraft again. Just to like relax and see what I can make. Because I'm still very new to it. Alright, now let's coil it. Let's move this down here and start coiling it. Alright, there we go. So we're going to add a few more of the heart cups. How long have I been going for? An hour. Oh, okay. And now with the last one, we can add this small tuft of hair. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to trace the line upwards right here. This is probably the easiest format. Oh, the easiest format to do braid. Oh, but I am being summoned, so I will be right back. I got quickly summoned, but let's go back to our drawing. Why is my thing not showing up? There we go. Alright, so the braid is made. I think I want to just warp it a little bit so that it leans more towards the left and flows outward. Let me just see if I can warp it. Yes, I can. Okay. Because I don't want to warp the entire thing. Just this right here. Excuse me. Alright, so we're just going to continue to warp it. I think right here should be good. Yeah, right there should be good. Because it actually looks much better than it just being starkly out there. Alright, now let's make the little changes. Okay. Now we're going to fix the base in order to sketch it better. I think we could be able to add a color map too while we have the chance. Yeah, color map is honestly going to be really good with this one, considering it's like a bunch of, like, her outfit is very goth in a sense. There we go. Let's put these two pieces together. I did not mean to do that. Let's put these two pieces together. Here we go. Now let's fine tune it a little better. There we go. So it just is it's a V-line, I think. Yeah, it's like a V-line, like right here. With the intricate pattern at the end of it. Yeah, just like this. And then it goes down, considering it's sleeveless. Like that. Now back onto here. And it's kind of short, I noticed. Based on the actual 3D model, it is kind of short. Like up to here, and then back up here. No, let me fix that. And then her pants are just very simple leggings. Nothing too heavy. It's like a corset almost, I just noticed. It's like a very... not symmetrical, but I would say a very neat corset. Like a lazy sort of corset. Trying to find the right word to describe it, but nothing comes to mind. Yeah, it's just like a very sort of like casual sweatpants. That's gonna end right here. Does it have like cuffs at the end? Let me see. No, it does not. Okay. I thought it did. I feel like the main challenge for this is that I can't draw feet for the life of me. Hands are a challenge as well, but I can't draw feet for the life of me. I've tried multiple times. I cannot draw feet. But this one is gonna put me to the test. There we go. Okay. Now the leggings are midway done and we're gonna have to do the sandals. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna draw her feet. I'm gonna add the patterns too. Because I did that with Melina. I added the patterns. And it honestly looked really nice in the end. Okay, so it's more open right here, where there's like a fishnet sort of pattern right here. And it's like very intricate, the top. Looking at it, it's like very, very intricate. So I would say like the metal piece is right here. And I think it's the same as her... No, it's different, okay. I was gonna say it's the same thing as like her top. Or not her top, her braid. We have to flip it. This is not gonna look right. Considering that it'll, if I were to invert it, it's gonna look kind of crusty. This is better. Okay. Now we're gonna put these two together. And we're gonna add a little more. This here. This here. It's like a little bit at the end. And then right down here. It's not supposed to be that open. But still. Alright, there we go. And let's go back. I feel like it needs more than that. Like here, for example, it needs more. Yeah, it needs more right here. Alright. So it needs more there. But also here as well. Like right there. Oh. I did not mean to do that. I just moved my colors. Let me just fix that. That's better, okay. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna add just the finer details in her top. Is that what I'm clicking for? Hour 20, okay. There's also a mesh, I see. So the mesh is like right here. And it would be right here as well. And there's a little bit of detail on her leggings. So it would be like right here. Let me look at the references again. So some people have it where the leggings are kind of plain. It's like a moon shape. Okay. Looking at another reference, it's kind of like a moon shape. Like a tilted sort of moon. Okay. So some add like these little details. Like on here, for example. But there's more details that she has. Right here. Oh no. My nose itches. There's like more details that she has, but I feel like I gotta fix that. It's supposed to be a moon in the middle. Didn't see it till now. There we go. And I think I'm going to add the placement of the chain. Because that's very important to her outfit. Considering like the chain wraps around the whole thing. And it must be a very strong chain because it's like a chain piece here. Let's actually put it in a different color. I've learned how to do this and it helps a lot. Considering placement of certain things. This blue is going to be our chain. I'm just going to wrap it around the end of the heart cups. Around here, here, and finally right there. So that is the chain. I don't think there's much left we can add on to here except like her shoes. Yeah, there's not much left we can add on to here, so now we could work on her shoes. Oh, I need a new layer. No, I don't. I think we're gonna do something like this. No, it just looks like a wedge. And I don't want it to look like a wedge. It's supposed to look like a slipper. Same here, we're gonna add the slipper part. Now back onto here. Like a leaf at the top almost. Yeah, it's like a leaf at the top. Right here, 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 and then here. I haven't looked at it completely, but this definitely does look like a leaf. And I'm just gonna add this part here. She does have, it's like a heel part. I don't know what to call it. So the indent of one of her toes. Oh. There we go. Alright. And then we're gonna keep tracing around it and keep adding the leaf. And there we go. So we're just going to add it because I looked more into the reference, and yes, I think it is the leaf-like pattern. Considering her foot is bent, I'm gonna add like a little bit of lines here. Indicate that the shoe is bent. Right there. And the leaf pattern technically ends like right here. Yeah, that would be the end of it. Go back. Lower this down. Oh, there we go. Okay, so looking at the references, I think the last thing we need is just like her headband thingy. I don't know what to call it. We'll call it a headband. Yeah, we'll just call it a headband. Okay. I think it's because it's like super small. We're gonna make it blue again. Go back. Like a little bead in the center right here. And then lightly shade it. Like this. And like that. No, I don't like that at all. Now let's add it to the other side. Back here. And it's like a little point almost. And it goes right around here. I think there's also another point there. No, there's no other point. Just a couple others, but right here. And now we're gonna have the chain wrapped around her head. There we go. We're gonna make that a little bit smaller so it's not so pronounced in her face. Alright, so let's lower this down some more. Press OK. And we are finally finished with the sketch. I'm actually really happy with it. So let's lower this down. And I think I'm gonna change the canvas though so that it's not so long, but it kind of looks like a wallpaper. I think that'll look really nice. How do I edit my canvas? Okay, there it is. Let me just edit the canvas quickly. And we can continue. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make the background for it. Yeah, we're just gonna make the background for it. No, the height is fine. It's the width I need. Let me see. Hold on. I think I need to go back here. Erase it and let's go with 5. Nah. 4? It needs to be smaller than that. There we go. There we go. It's at a much better size now. Okay. I like this. It's at a better size. Alright, so now let's add the background. Kind of like what we did for Melina. It's gonna have like a little yellow. I think yellow and gold would be good. I'm trying to put it to a nice gold. Right there. That look good? No, it needs to be a bit more yellow. Now let's add Shadowheart and make the square. Because I feel like with this, it'll help her stand out more. Considering her her darker colors. It will be changed to have the same pattern as Melina's does. But for now, I really feel like this is good. Alright. I don't know what else we can add because I wanted to add like the line art and such. I don't know. Because I did also want to do a color map, but I would have to think. I think we're good for now here, technically. So I think we're going to stop here for now. Alright. Alright, so we got some progress done with the Shadowheart art. I'm actually very, very happy with it overall. I will make a little bit of changes off camera, but overall, I love what we did with the art so far. So, I will see you guys next time. I love you guys so very much. Bye-bye!